know we are recovering from the news of a court digital stream letting go of publishing on Wayfinder, but that doesn't mean updates have completely stopped, because we just got ourselves a update for a brand new patch. Technically, and also I get technically something might have stopped, especially if you are playing on PS4 and PS5. And of course, today we're going to be covering everything you need to know about this update, the patch, and what exactly is happening for everyone playing on consoles. Before we actually get into everything happening, though, I want to let you all know we do have a brand new YouTube channel for the live streams that we do every single night over on Twitch, TikTok, Kick, and soon, hopefully, here on YouTube. So if you want to check out any of the live stream or some of the VODs, be sure to check out the new YouTube channel, link in the description as well as the top comment here on YouTube. And with that, let's jump into this and let's discuss everything you need to know about the Wayfinder update. So let's get into the Whitaker patch 0.1.11.0 here. And of course, the main thing of the patch is, of course, for all you playing on PS4 and PS5, which I am personally one of them. We do have a PC copy, but I mainly play on consoles since my PC not exactly the best when it comes to some stuff. But as of now, everything we're going to be talking about here will be coming at a later date. And you might be wondering what exactly going on here. What they pretty much boiled down to is pretty much what Solid A had to say here with the court due to the transition of Digital Stream to Airship Syndicate for publishing the control of third-party account. So in our case, we are unable to update the PlayStation this entirely out of our control, and we apologize for inconvenience for our PlayStation players. So it seemed like as of now, everything is kind of elite for console is a little more up in the air, especially thanks to the separation from digital streams. So it seemed like since everything obviously gonna have to run through digital stream and that relationship not being a thing right now, of course it makes sense that it will get pushed back. But with that being said, not like this update won't be coming. And of course, hopefully, once everything is transferable from Digital Stream to Airship Syndicate, everything will start being on par with PC, and we will be back to get an update the same day. But for the time being, to the transition is done, sadly, PlayStation players are going to be missing out on some of this stuff. But the patch is not the only thing that is a downside for anyone playing on consoles, because thanks to this update being so drastically distant, which we will get to in a moment, and with the PlayStation player not having the update, sadly, cross-play have been officially turned off as of now. So if you have someone on PC or on console you play with, just know you will hopefully be able to play with them again soon. But to this whole issue get worked out, it looked like the PC is only going to be for PC people, and console for console, no co-op play. And of course, I will be sure to update you all as soon as we get information as far as like when this will be turned back on, as well as the patch. So make sure you do thumbs up, subscribe, and hit all the bell so you don't miss out on that. But with all that being said, let's get into what exactly is happening with the update itself. So to start off here, players can now reset your affinity, and resources spent will be refunded. Since this is something I know a lot of people have been warning for a bit, especially since we only have, at the time of this video, able to put 30 points into our character, with that being the max level. Now you can go ahead and shift things around to fit your need, and I believe there is no real penalty for this. Once again, as a PlayStation player, I can't actually test this, but I don't believe there is. So if so, you should be able to change your character as you see fit, and filament which infinities are bet for you and whatever your character build might be at the moment. But we do have a little bit of a warning here that, of course, this part of the update is sadly going to be pushed to next week, since there seems to be a bug in it. So hopefully, who knows, maybe that will add, maybe that will come out the same time as the PlayStation update. Once again, we will have to wait and see. But nonetheless, that will be coming at the beginning of next week. So you don't got that much longer to wait for your reset. as well as, of course, adding a countdown to ability icons. So this one I'm actually pretty excited for, since, as you know, if you use any of your Wayfinder ability, it don't exactly give you that much information for like when you're going to be able to do it again. You kind of just had to keep glancing at your ability list for it to go live. So now you're going to be able to just look at it and we'll see a second counter of how long you got, which is fantastic as far of a nice little visual cue to keep track of not only your ability, but also being able to do it during combat. And for anyone that's been fighting at the Tower of a Pyro, as you know, and I have seen it many times myself, is of course the bot really do like going inactive and just pretty much the AI just break for the war boss, and of course that have now been fixed. So if you have been experiencing that in the past, especially on his last stage, of course now you're going to be able to do the final phase without any issues. And it would not be a patch without talking about our next thing here, which is of course inventory space, mainly accessory space inside of Wayfinder. As you all know, they recently put a limit on your accessory and echo, and of course right now this is very much up in the air, trying to find that sweet spot for players. And of course when it comes to accessory, originally we had 100 faces, and now that it being bumped up to 125. Not a giant bump, but I imagine that will make a big difference if you're out there farming a whole bunch of accessories. And speaking of farming, let's go ahead and talk about the reward tower here. Since there is an increase coming in affiliates when it comes to hunts. And this is a big affiliate jump here with, of course, 1,625% jump up here. So, once again, playing back into, I guess, technically the accessories, is, of course, now, if you are mainly doing hunts, you're going to be getting more reward tower affiliates, and it can be interesting to see if this shakes out to be in the best way to farm your reward tower, or will this just be on par with other activity? I am kind of curious to see how that's going to work out. But this is another update that I have, of course, a little noted here, with, of course, this being a bug in the game right now that's not showing the right value. So keep that in mind for now. And for all of you that are out there partying and doing some co-op stuff, if you went into an issue, well, if you pre-made a party and you go into a position or a hunt and you wasn't able to leave to, of course, the travel time week 0, that now have been fixed. So hopefully you will be able to get in the activity a lot faster now that that bug have been worked out. And for any of you who is taking part in the cage for sing activity, well, player could not craft the groom traits for that activity, that have been fixed as well. So nice little bug fix there for all you that were having that issue, as well as fix the issue where torture could be duplicated in the groom. If you were taking part in a core the 3 imbuement with, of course, the darkness and gloom, you might have a feeling being able to make multiple of the torches, and now you don't have to worry about that. So that is now going to be working as they originally intended, which may or may not be a letdown to some of you, but that have been fixed here. And speaking of more imbuement stuff here, if you were running into an issue, well, called the greed imbuement wasn't actually putting money in the stage in piles, that have also now been fixed. So fantastic on that. And then when it comes to a helper queue, which is the way you get helper coins, I have a video all about it. Check it out if you want to get your hands on the coins. But it have been worked out now where when you enter the queue itself, it now will go ahead and put you into quests and activity that you are properly level or equipment for, and activity that you have already done. So that will help, of course, with not seeing like full up if you are someone taking the game a little more slower. Now you will be put in the white queues if they are available. So fantastic for you who are out there farming helper coins. And that is what's going on in Wayfinder right now. So we are still seeing a little bit of a ramification from the separation from digital stream, as you can tell with the PlayStation and some of the stuff in the update. But once again, I will let you guys know what this update is live for everyone on console, as well as any future update coming into the game. And also, we don't know the exact date yet. I imagine at that point will probably be sometime next week, if I had to guess. But of course, over on the Discord, when it comes to Owlet and Solid Age and a few other people, we do know we're going to have a community stream happening very, very soon that will be going into all the questions and answering everything that's happening with the digital stream stuff. We will see if they actually speak on anything new that they haven't already talked about on the Discord channel, but nonetheless, that stream hopefully will be happening next week. And of course, whenever that does end up happening, I will be covering it right here on the channel. So make sure you do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bell to keep up with Wayfinder, PSO, and all the MMO news you need to know. And of course, with that, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me for today. And I will see you in the comments.